Hi everyone, today I'll be explaining what Ar-Rahnu in Islamic economy. In Islamic economy, Ar-Rahnu, also known as Islamic pawnbroking, which is a method of financing where individuals pledge their valuable asset, typically gold or jewelry, as collateral to a financial institution to receive a loan. The pledged asset serves as security against the debt, and in case of default, the asset can be used to settle the outstanding obligation. What makes Ar-Rahnu different from conventional pawning is that it follows Sharia principles. There's no interest or riba involved. Instead, the borrower only pays a small safekeeping fee. But if the borrower is unable to repay the debt, the item can be sold, settle the outstanding amount. Unlike conventional pawning, Ar-Rahnu does not involve any interest or riba. This system promotes fairness and helps people access emergency funds without being trapped in debt. Ar-Rahnu is ethical, transparent, and supports the core values of justice and responsibility in Islamic economy. Next, I'll be explain about characteristics in Ar-Rahnu. First, Sharia compliant. Ar-Rahnu is fully Sharia compliant, meaning it adheres to Islamic principles in its operation. This ensures that there is no interest charge on the loan, as charging interest is forbidden in Islam. Instead, the borrower is only required to pay a safekeeping fee, which is ujrah, for the pledged asset. The terms of the contract are clear and transparent. There is no ambiguity or uncertainty about the loan amount, repayment terms, or the collateral involved, ensuring fairness for both parties. The transaction avoids any form of speculation or gambling. Both the lender and borrower understand the risks and rewards, and the transaction is based on tangible asset rather than uncertain or speculative outcomes. This compliance with Sharia ensures that the transaction aligns with Islamic ethical standards, offering a financing solution that Muslims can use with confidence. Next, contract use. Ar-Rahnu involves a combination of Islamic contract to structure the loan and ensure fairness. The financial institution provides a loan to the borrower without charging interest. The loan is secured by a pledge of collateral, typically gold or other valuable asset. The amount borrowed is usually a percentage of collateral's value. The borrower pledges an asset, usually gold, as collateral for the loan. If the borrower defaults on repayment, the lender can sell the collateral to recover the loan amount. However, the pledged asset is returned to the borrower once the loan is repaid in full. This is a fee for the storage and safekeeping of the pledged collateral, which is ujrah, fee for safekeeping. It is fixed charge for the service, not interest, and is agreed upon before the loan is disbursed. It ensures the asset is secure while the borrower uses the loan. This contract ensures that the entire process is conducted fairly and in line with Islamic law. The third one is short-term financing. Ar-Rahnu provides short-term financing, which is ideal for those who need quick access to cash without long-term commitment. The loans are typically for a period of up to 6 months, making it a good option for individuals or business that need immediate funds to cover short-term needs or expenses. If the borrower is unable to repay the loan within the initial term, they may have the option to extend the loan for collateral, the process is faster compared to traditional loan, as there is no need for extensive credit checks or approvals. The borrower can usually access the loan funds shortly after pledging the collateral. This short-term, quick, and flexible financing option makes Ar-Rahnu a suitable choice for those looking for temporary financial relief.
The first one is gold-backed collateral. What is gold-backed collateral? It was Ar-Rahnu operated using physical gold or gold jewelry as collateral. This gives lender confidence due to the tangible value of the asset, while borrower benefit from access to quick financing without the need for credit scoring or guarantor. Gold is easily appraised, liquid, and retain value, making it ideal for Sharia compliance upon transaction. Second, the transparent charger. What is it? Unlike conventional pawnbroking, which often involve interest charges, Ar-Rahnu only imposes a safekeeping fee like ujrah for storing for pledged item. This fee clearly stated upfront and regulated to ensure fairness. There are no compound charges, late penalty, or hidden costs, upholding the Islamic finance principle of transparency, gharar. And the last one is ethical and inclusive. Ar-Rahnu promote financial inclusion by offering microfinancing to groups often underserved by traditional banks, such as small trader, rural population, and the B40 income group. It is also ensure ethical conduct by avoiding exploitative terms, maintaining for valuation, and adhering strictly to Islamic legal and moral guidelines.
Hi guys, so today I would like to tell you about the principle of contract Ar-Rahnu. So, for first contract is a court contract, which is an interest-free loan, and second is a Ar-Rahnu contract, and third is a trust and justice. Hi, for court principle, the institution give a loan but not take a interest, just take a basic cost on that loan. For second principle is a Ar-Rahnu principle. So what's the Ar-Rahnu principle? Okay, the customer give us something valuable like gold for as a guarantee, and the item will heal until the loan already paid fully or back to their company. Okay, for third principle is the trust and justice. So what's the trust and justice? So the trust and justice is the institution must protect the item honestly and ensure the contract is clear and fair to both of them.
Number 4 is lease or service fee. It generally refers to a contract where a fee is charged for a service or the use of loan. As in Ar-Rahnu, this usually applies to the storage fee for keeping the pledged item, usually called gold safe. The key feature is the number 1, the fee must only cover actual costs like safekeeping and insurance, not profit. Second one is it must be clearly stated and agreed upon upfront. The example in Ar-Rahnu using a lease or a service fee, the pawn shop charge a monthly storage fee for keeping the gold but does not profit from the loan itself. Okay, number 5 is mutual consent or willingness. Okay, the meaning is kerelaan means that both parties, the borrower Rohin and the lender Murtahin, must agree willingly to the terms of the contract without force, pressure, or deception. The key feature is the number 1, both sides understand and accept the terms clearly. The second one, any contract signed under duress is invalid in Islam. Okay, the example in Ar-Rahnu using mutual consent or willingness, the customer willingly agrees to pledge their good in return for a loan after all terms are explained. Okay, and the last one is free from interest and uncertainty. Okay, the meaning is in Islamic finance, contracts must be free from riba, interest, and gara, excessive uncertainty or ambiguity. Okay, the key feature is number one, riba. No extra payment is allowed on the loan amount. It must be interest free. Okay, the second one is gara. All items, values, and conditions must be clear. No hidden clauses or vague terms. Okay, the example in Ar-Rahnu using a free from interest and uncertainty is the borrower only repays the exact amount borrowed. No interest and all condition free. Fees, time, procedures are clear. Okay guys, today I would like to share with you guys about issue that happened in Malaysia that related to contract Ar-Rahnu. First is issue 12 million less by Yapim in Ar-Rahnu Gold Pound Scheme. Okay, the background, Yayasan Pembangunan Ekonomi Islam Malaysia Yapim faced a financial loss of 12 million in its Ar-Rahnu Islamic Pawnbroking Scheme. The loss occurred when approximately 300 kg of unclaimed gold jewellery worth around 80 million failed to be auctioned or sold. To cover this financial gap, the Yapim management allegedly forced its subsidiary Input Yapim to purchase all of the unsold gold, but the payment for the gold has not yet been fully settled. Okay, the Sharia and governance issue. First one, management interference. The alleged act of pressuring a subsidiary to cover loss risk reflects about mismanagement and unethical intervention in Islamic governance. Such action may violate the principle of transparency and accountability amanah. The second one is breach of trust amanah. Selling or transferring gold that legally belongs to others, even if unclaimed, without proper procedures or consent, it is considered a violation of the trust. In Islamic finance, trust amanah is a fundamental value, especially when dealing with customer pledge items. Okay, the third, dismissal of Sharia chairman. The chairman of Yapim Sharia Commit, Wan Zahidi Wanteh, was reportedly removed from his position after objecting to this decision. This raised concerns about the independence of Sharia advisors and whether they are being pressured or silenced, which undermines the Sharia compliance process. Okay, the impact of this issue is loss of public trust in Islamic financial institutions. Second, potential breach of Sharia principles, especially concerning amanah and just governance is hisbah. Okay, and the third one is ethical concerns around leadership decisions and Sharia governance. Okay, this is highly relevant for Islamic economic students like me because it highlights the importance of ethical governance in Islamic institutions. The second one, risk in Ar-Rahnu operation if not managed with transparency, and the last one is and the need for independent Sharia oversight to protect Islamic financial integrity.
Hi, for second issue is about the Ar-Rahnu service by Maidam at Terengganu. So, Ar-Rahnu is Islamic pawnbroking system using valuable items such as like gold, so as a collateral for cash loan. This service compliance the Sharia principle with no involve of riba, which is interest. For the next, what's the challenges that Maidam face, which is key challenges include the lack of understanding among customers about the issue with a free transparency, and the safety of legal item also pose challenge. What the impact on the community? Ar-Rahnu Maidam provides
fair financial assistance without interest in line with Sharia principle. It's helped low-income groups manage their the finance better. So the conclusion is Ar-Rahnu Maidam has a positive impact on the community and aligned with Sharia principle.
And the third issue that I will share to guys is about the expansion of Sharia compliant financing through Ar-Rahnu Action and RMS Goal. Rakyat Management Services (RMS), a subsidiary of a Bank Rakyat, has strengthened its presence in Islamic microfinancing through the launch of Ar-Rahnu Action and RMS Goal. This initiative aligns with Malaysian commitment to inclusive Sharia-compliant financial services. What is the objective? The objective is to provide accessible, quick cash financing secured by gold and promote gold ownership as a financial security tool, especially for the B40 group and a small entrepreneur. The product feature is for Ar-Rahnu Action is often instant coffee. Is offered instant cash financing through gold owning, adhering strictly to Islamic principle. And the RMS Gold product feature is to encourage long-term gold ownership as an infection, hazards, and a wealth prevention method. For the strategic approach is for integration of digital solution for speed and convenience, expansion into rural and semi-urban area, enhancement of Islamic financial literacy, and focus Sharia compliance and operational transparency. The impact that we can get is to improve financial inclusion, to support a micro-entrepreneur, and to promote Islamic wealth management practices. And overall, the conclusion for this issue is RMS dual offering of Ar-Rahnu Exchange and RMS Goal reflect a forward-thinking strategy in Islamic finance. It not only provide practical financial solution but also educate and empower underserved communities.
So the last issue is Agro-Bank Archive required high disbursement of 10.44 billion in 2024. In 2024, Agro-Bank recorded a total financing disbursement of 10.44 billion marking an 11.61% increase compared to the previous year, reflecting strong growth across its various financing segments. Among the most outstanding was the Ar-Rahnu segment, which alone achieved 186.92 million in disbursement, exceeding its target by 155.76%, indicating a significant rise in demand for Sharia-compliant pawnbroking service, especially among the B40 group and micro-entrepreneurs who require quick and ethical access to financial assistance without involving interest. Furthermore, Agro-Bank strategically leverages Ar-Rahnu as a tool to promote financial inclusivity, particularly in unserved rural communities, and according to its President and CEO Datuk Tengku Ahmad Badli Shah Raja Hussein, this remarkable achievement reflects the bank's ongoing commitment to offering fully Sharia compliant services while addressing the real financial needs of the people in a sustainable and ethical manner.
I think about that summer day when I went on my first date. We danced in an empty parking lot to a song I since forgot.